Hey guys, Damon Nolan. Today we're going to talk about day 17. Now, just to be fair, this video is actually recorded on day 18, but I wanted to make sure that I caught my day 17 videos and some of those thoughts that I had around the day. So, as you probably followed the day before, day 16, I was up pretty late. It was a busy day. We had a lot of events going on, and I was able to get my evening cardio in. But the price that I had to pay, obviously, is I was up later than the normal. Normally, I would try to get in bed as close to 9 as I can, because I'm going to need to get hopefully around 7 hours of sleep. Right now, I think I've been averaging somewhere between 5.5 hours, which doesn't make me a complete comatose, but it does. It has weighed in, especially in the afternoon. I find that I can start dragging or having feelings of just being heavier, right? So, I'll just say this is that, again, the price of staying up late and trying to get all of the requirements done, all the meals in before bedtime, before the day is over, definitely is putting me in a very difficult space sometimes, like the other night, especially when things come up that really are just going to be hard to avoid. But I wanted to bring that up because I wanted you to understand and catch that these are some of the prices or some of the things that have definitely come up throughout this transformation. So in saying that, yes, it was a little bit, I was tired yesterday. I found myself actually dozing off a couple of times, one through sort of a meeting in one case. And I did drop off, try to get some coffee at some point, trying to wake myself up. But it wasn't until that evening, and I was really dreading going into the evening because I knew that we were going to go into another workout. And I really was questioning whether or not I was going to have the energy to really, do that workout justice. What I do want to say is that when I got home, it was around 6 o'clock or so. And I have made a few adjustments where I'll go directly to the gym versus going home. But I had to go home to run some errands, and so I was in the gym a little bit later. But when I stopped off, I went ahead and took my pre-kaged about 45 minutes prior to the workout. And even though I was dragging originally, once I got pre-kaged into me, and I could immediately begin to feel some of the heaviness go away. I started to feel I had more energy, a little more focus, and so for me, I'm really finding that pre-kaged is becoming a secret weapon, especially as you prepare for the workout. Right? It's sort of preparing your mind, it's preparing your body, it's just getting you ready for what is about to happen. And again, when I got into the workout, I was able to take some of the in-kaged product, which also helps sustain me throughout the workout. Now, yesterday, day 17 was about arms, so we did biceps and triceps, and there was plenty of volume, plenty of exercises to go all the way around for arms. But I'm gonna say I'm thankful that we had arms on the Wednesday, because Monday was tough. Definitely I'm beginning to feel soreness. It's not unbearable though. I mean, it's a little soreness. It's you can feel it sometimes when you move or you try to stand up. Walking upstairs can be a challenge. It's just a little bit heavier. I feel heavier when my legs are in a weakened state, or so they feel weakened. And then, of course, the next day, we're doing chest and shoulders, and it just felt like it was taking a lot of energy out of me. So I'm not going to call it a light day, but it was lighter than leg day. And so for that, I was very thankful that I sort of I was able to get in and out faster, obviously, than leg day. But it still was a lot of work. In Kris's video, it seemed pretty short, but it did take me a little while to get through, but it wasn't as heavy as leg day. So I just wanted to share that with you. It still was a workout, and I loved, again, there was a variety of different workouts that hit my muscles from a different way. I mean, how many different ways can you hit biceps and triceps? Well, Kris keeps finding new equipment to use in different ways, and it's just really interesting to see sort of a variety of different take on the common exercises that everyone knows and uses, right? So again, came home, was able to finish off my second set of cardio, 30 minutes. I actually incorporated or brought my daughter in, my youngest daughter. She's a gymnast, and so she wanted to participate in that. So she worked with me for about 25 minutes walking up and down stairs. So I thought that was a lot of fun being able to do that with her. Overall, how do I feel? I feel fine. Eating, making sure that I get my meals, making sure that I'm really maximizing on all of the minutes in my day. This is really going to become very important. And right now, again, I'm only at 30 minutes of cardio a day, and each week it's just going to continue to get 5 minutes longer and 5 minutes longer and 5 minutes longer. And what I'm finding, and again, talk about time management, this is really important, is making sure that I maximize every moment. I really don't have a lot of time to lounge, right? So as soon as I come home, I have a variety of tasks that have to be done before the day is over. And so where I used to maybe wait or at least put it off for later in the day, I'm finding that in order to meet all of my requirements and to get all the things that need to get done, as soon as I get to the house, hey, we need to repack our gym bag. We need to clean out our Tupperware from today or from yesterday, and we need to make sure that that's all cleaned out and ready for tomorrow. We need to set out food. We need to refill our supplement. I have little plastic containers for my supplements, and my I got a pill container that I got to refill. And so all of those things take time. And if you don't do it when you have a moment, you'll find that you're trying to do it all and you're rushing. At least that's what I found. And because I have very little time to, I'm traveling, commuting probably 2+ hours a day, and I just need to really be tight on it. So I say that to say is just, this is a great opportunity to really focus in on what's important, and then to get rid of and ignore and put off things that are least important. And you find that you just got to really hone in on taking action, intentional action. And even this has even gone over into my personal life where, spending time with your loved ones, spending time, with the family, with friends and whatnot. You have to be very intentional about, hey, let's spend some time together, let's make it happen. Let's get it in the books, because if you don't make time for it, you can easily go through it. So I am aware that cardio will continue to get longer and longer and longer. I am thankful, however, that because they're incrementing or going longer by 5 minutes, it is in that time period that I'm able to sort of adjust by 5 minutes, right? So basically it's 10 minutes a week that I have to figure out how to dice it up. But in the process of, slowly increasing the time, I'm able to adjust and figure out, okay, how much food do I need to set out? What's the best way to cook it? How can I cook and do something else at the same time? Baking for an hour, baking the chicken for an hour gives me an hour while it's cooking to do some other things while I prepare, setting out my clothes or packing my bags or whatever the case may be. So that was basically day 17. Today is day 18, and so again, I'll talk about day 18 later, but I want to make sure that you got day 17 in the books. The only other thing that I'll throw out there, and I just want to be very transparent with you, is I'm hungry. Well, I guess there's two things. One, I'm hungry, And I'm finding myself, uh, especially after work, by that time I would have eaten breakfast, 4 meals, so that's 5 meals. By the time I get home from work, I'm still starving, and I've had to kind of do an emergency, shove some salad down my throat just to kind of satiate this feeling of hunger, right? So I don't know how I'm going to address that, if I need to add another meal at some point, but I am really getting hungry. And that could be, I guess that could be a great thing, right? That means my body is craving for nutrients, or it's just it's going through. The other observation that I had is what I'm looking at in the mirror. And, I see the tape measure. I see, the body fat percentage or whatever. But I look in the mirror right now. I don't feel, when I just look at the mirror, like it's working fast enough, or that, that we're going to be able to cut off as much fat as I would have imagined we can do, like dropping 20 pounds or something. Now, granted, I know we're only in week 3, and I have had some changes happen. The inches have gone off, pounds have gone off. I'm beginning to question, is this really going to work? Will I be able to see the results that I'm hoping for? Now, do I think I'm going to drop 50 pounds in 8 weeks? No, I don't have that level of an expectation. What I do have is just making a significant enough change that maybe one more. So if I don't get down to kind of where I want to be, I mean, to me, I feel like I probably have to go 40-50 pounds to kind of see where I feel like I need to be. I don't suspect I'll see that. I suspect I can get down maybe 20 pounds by the time this thing is over, which means maybe another time of doing the hardcore trainer will be necessary. The other question that comes up outside of, am I going to see the results? Now, granted, I'm going to follow the plan. I'm going to continue to take the supplements. I'm going to continue to eat. I'm going to continue to work out and do cardio just as Kris has outlined. So I'm going to do it. I'm just telling you, as of, 2.5 weeks in, I'm just questioning, like, am I going to see the results? That's where my brain is at. But I was going someplace else, and obviously now that I want to think about what I was going to say, it kind of eludes me. But I'm just going to continue working, and I'm going to continue doing what's required to make this plan work. But I do think that if I have to do it again, which I'm almost guaranteed that I feel like I will, I am beginning to question also, what is the next plan? And I don't know if I have an answer on this. I mean, I know there's a 4 weeks, sorry, my phone is ringing. There is a 4 weeks to shred program that immediately is an option. There's a hardcore trainer. There's doing the program again. I did sort of cheat and look at the end to say, what do we do after these 8 weeks are up? What becomes of this program? What do I do after? Now, I recognize there is a small window after the program is over to sort of get back to normal, as far as, you're not doing an hour of cardio, and you don't just want to stop doing cardio. You want to sort of ease out. Also, your meal plan is going to have to adjust slightly at some point as well. So what does that look like, right? So in saying that, what program do I go next? How can I go right back into it? Because again, if I'm already doing an hour of cardio, how do I go down now to 20 minutes again and start from scratch? How does that work? And if my meals are where they are, how does that need to adjust? So it's a question I'm gonna put out there. I'll put out to the community. And so if someone has some experience, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. But guys, that basically is day 17. I need to get back to work, but I just wanted to stop in real quick and just do a quick checkup, give you my updates for day 17, and that will be that. Now, later on, obviously, because today is actually day 18 for me, you'll probably hear or see from me again later on tonight. But this is day 17, y'all. signing off.